My name is FHufnagel, and I am a business educator at Hopog High School for 14 years. Within my course load, I teach Computer Applications 1 and 2, in which I rewrote the curriculum during the summer of 2016 to include G Suite for Education. This is the reason I am seeking to become a trainer. I enjoy being able to assist others with questions or to solve problems that may occur. Now that our school district has committed to becoming a Google school, I want to stay abreast of any new applications or techniques as they become available. In addition to teaching computer applications, I am beginning to incorporate the technology and tools into my other courses. By using the technology available, I will be able to create a more dynamic educational experience inside and outside of the classroom, including Google Classroom. Today I want to discuss data validation. Data validation is a tool embedded in forms that limits how someone can respond to your questions. I created a sample form already to save time. I'm going to go through some of the basic types of questions and show you how to enter validation. So a typical question you might ask is, what is your age? But obviously someone can either type the word 11 or enter the number 11. So after you create your question, you want to go down to the advanced tools where you see description and data validation. I'm going to select both and then tell you what the description will do for us. Description is just a tool that allows us to give some instructions to the user to let them know how to respond. So I'm going to type, please type a numeral. Then I'll come down here, you'll see this came alive. This is the data validation portion of it, where you have different choices, number, text, length, or regular expression. So if we want a numeral, which is something we might want if we're going to do some sort of mathematical equation or analysis in the sheets after this gets published. So we're going to choose number, and since I'm in a high school, I'm going to choose between, and I will say 13 and 19, because that is typically the ages of high school students. As a custom error, in case they do not type one of those numbers, you can leave some sort of message. I'm going to type, please try again. That is one question for a short answer, as you can see. Another question that you might use for a long answer, such as a paragraph, where you can enter data validation. And once again, I will add a description to give the user a heads up on what I want. So here in my description, I'm going to say no less than 50 words. So that is what the user will see. And now I'm going to make it mandatory using the length, minimum character, and I will put in 50. The next type of question I'll discuss is checkboxes. So you enter your question and then you give choices like you would normally. But now, in case there's a situation where you want to tell them how many to check off, once again, description, validation, and I will say, please select 2. So here, for the actual validation is select at least, but I don't want at least, I want exactly 2. And for the custom error text, select 2. Something else that we might ask in a typical form is, what is your email address? Well, if we want to ensure that they type it in the proper format, once again, we can add data validation. Now, email address is pretty self-explanatory, so you do not have to use a description for everything, so I'm going to choose not to. I'm just going to go right to the data validation. And in this case, you want to use text and then choose email address. And for my custom error, I might say that is not a valid email address. And then for the last one, I wanted to add something which is pretty more advanced, and that is I've already inserted the validation already, you can see, and that's called a regular expression. So it's one of those choices, number, text length, and the last one is regular expression. For the regular expression, I chose matches, and you notice some names here. This is a great tool to make sure if you had students that you did not want to take the quiz, or on the vice versa, if you had students that you needed to take this quiz and only these students, you would put in some sort of validation. So only Frank, Erica, Erin, Megan, and Andrew can take this quiz, because if they enter another name, they will not be able to go on. I hope this helps. Any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.